Actually, listeners and supporters fans well wishes them. We tell Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala we could thank you today for another beautiful day. We now Tuesday, I believe, and this is the new month, this is July, this by God power. We will come discuss a very important topic. Very shortly, and again, a guest will join me. Then I'll be a former honorable MP from Port Loko, will be near Port Loko. We now allow and say the Muya by God power. And the expect will join me very shortly. For now, we discuss about this tripartite here. So, he being, a former MP, he gets a lot of knowledge about, how the, politics they work, especially within the framework of the Constitution. Now, even as I wait for the coming, at the action for join, at the action for also for allowing follow me, for allowing comment, and then subscribe to the Kuchubuko my YouTube platform. I will not tell earlier say with the set up the telephone now. I think say 9 they call me, so let's see. Yes, yeah, lad, yes, sir.
You not send me the link here to
no, I think
the old one will be used.
The old one, eh? You sure?
I will enter with the old one no, because I what you do now any come up.
No, what he end up with? He end up with 4 or what?
No, I'm not getting this. I'm not the old one.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Okay, you get paper and pen. You get paper and pen.
Yes.
Okay, that be read that for my last see. Now, of course, if you already learn, no see it already. Now HTTPS HTTPS yes TTPS. They put the 2 dots before them. They put the slash, 2 slash then. StreamYard, 2 slash. They put the 2 slash. They put the StreamYard.
StreamYard, one word there.
Yeah, the one word StreamYard, one word. Dot com. They put another slash. Then they put MA 8NS. MA 8NS. Not to H. MA 8. Number 8. Number 8.
Okay. MA 8.
NS.
NN.
No, N like Syrian. NS. N.
I don't get what the other one. M like maybe, eh? A like apple.
Yes. 8.
Number 8.
They get Nancy. They get CLU, then a S. They get U, then a Y. Y. Then you get W. They get John, then a J.
John, J.
And then you get Richard, then a R. 4.
Okay, now go back. M like Mary, A like apple, number 8. N Nancy, S as in Sam.
Yes.
Y as in yes.
Yes.
W like William or what? J like John.
Yep.
R like road or root.
Yes.
Number 4.
Yeah. But not forget to now one end no more. After the eats, now one end no more.
Oh, now one end, okay.
One end.
Okay. Well, I can type a last.
Yeah. Type a balance. That's we don't type alone. And then if you know make you enter, then what I'll do, I'll get for start all over again. Because the iPad that they use. using the iPad. So, like I've been telling me guess them, do I will get for be patient because I dey try for get me guest in. I dey get me guest in, so as if me guest they come in. Please, that the action alone, I still continue for be patient. So I dey try for get the guest in. But we get also another alternative version to this. If the guest not come, then what I'll do, I can call them by phone. Then when I see would they follow which will go on. But it's very important for Lord talk about the the tripartite today. Because like we seem forget a different perception about about them. So there is chance that I will call the guest, for let's see if we can talk them. And they try for see if it will appear, on the screen. So as a matter of fact, I can't call them and tell them where he will appear on the screen. And where he will appear on the screen, then we'll do the interview. Okay. We get two choices. You able access them?
Well, I did plan I'm for signing.
Okay.
Encourage me on if you able to send didn't like we do the last day, we better. Okay. I will do this later.
Okay.
Signing for StreamYard.
Or we get no waste time. That 30 minutes. We get another alternative. If you on the other way, you on the code they talk now, so it's still they go inside the system. So the code they talk now so safe. We make the talk. It go on video, right? Or speaker. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so Mr. Dom out and call her now. I don't switch there. So what do they do as we they talk now? They go inside the system and they. So honorable, I'm glad for get you. I mean, sometimes they see emergencies, we can run into them problems there. So but we get for all the time improvise. So the Tripartite Commission or the committee don't present a report. For waiting, how you see it. But me before we even go on that, me only thing about this is that the word tripartite now is wrong because now two sets of groups and then now SLPP and APCD not to because tripartite now three branches there. You will talk about the three branches of government in the United States, the Parliament, the Executive, and the Barren Collar. But what you will see happen now just APC and SLPP. So the word tripartite now a wrong word for use. But that aside, what's your opinion about this tripartite business? Was it even necessary? I'll get that from you first. Was that even necessary in the first place?
Well, it's necessary in the first place because an agreement for national unity between the present government, which is the SAPP, and the opposition party in the APC.
Okay.
Support from the international community after the June 23 general election.
Okay.
Exactly a little over 1 year from ago. So it's necessary. But now that the report is out there, we need to look at this report. What are the areas of disagreement in the report? I know say APC don't agree with everything there. And SAPP there also they hold their own ground. But at the end, there is a compromise. And the compromise is the way forward. How to implement this tripartite? Who are going to implement the recommendation of the tripartite? Because the tripartite not get the mandate for implement any recommendation. There will be another committee set up by the two parties or the three parties that are making a tripartite. We will implement the recommendations of the tripartite committee. You know, Fatima, how many interview here? So, so if you ask me, yes, it's necessary.
Okay. Now you just don't. I see the caveats we don't put this here. Now, when they look at from a practical standpoint, and more so from your own experience, Naya, you being running now before you go home for be part of the political process, and besides you now an intellectual. The question is, when elections take place, and people are not satisfied with the outcome of the elections, and you don't consider judgment and candid opinion, waiting at the best course forward, when are the way out, when elections take place, but you're not satisfied with the outcome, waiting at the way forward.
Well, the way forward is the parties that will contest the election get 7 days to go to court.
Okay.
But in our own case, we will not be doing because we will not be get confidence in the court system of the country. Now that make I will really welcome and no say it is included in the reports that our institution should be, revamped, into a point that they should be able to operate independent from each other. There comes in the Constitution also. The judge go on the Constitution, we look at all them things here, which of course you are you are well, learned on that because you don't read them over and over, you always stress on that. So the tripartite, as I just say, not get the power for execute or implement what they recommend. And I pray and hope that the recommendations will be taken very seriously. And the two parties will welcome the recommendations sir.
Well, okay, thanks. You don't think say this as a matter of ways and means with a president of the country, they exercise because the thing is, me always believe say a job like that, now the job of parliament, you just know what are the role of parliament. Now any country, the job of parliament, now then they come up with laws, not to political party system come with that. So maybe this get constitutional ramifications. You know, if you say if there are going to be any reforms, either electoral reforms so or whatever, now the job of parliament, now the job of an executive for come up with the committee for letting they do that. I mean, looking at things from a very practical and acceptable point of view. How you look at that?
Well, I agree with you, and I can tell you that institutions there were supposed to provide checks and balances, such as parliament, the courts, and the electoral body, compromise their authority because they are not headed by people who lack, or they are headed by people who lack moral character and integrity to do well for their country. This I can summarize to you. So if they expect parliament to do something about their recommendations here, when parliament is not independent, and people who we are heading this parliament lack the moral, local standing for men and do anything, we will help the constitution. So also is the court. So and really, even the constitution, the secret of development does not depend on the crafted constitutions. It depends on the strong institutions who are the strong institutions that are independent from each other and the integrity of people who head them. But most of the institutions here, the heads of them are deficient in integrity. So I don't know how we'll proceed when you look at all the recommendations there with even a constitution before we don't recommend, and now the tripartite back don't recommend back more. So you tell me, I mean, you are also an intellectual.
Well, I mean, honorable, what I can tell you with any degree of certainty is that I'm glad the way you also pay attention to what they do. From, every now and then, I don't stress the fact, say, we in Africa, but in particular in Asadium, what we actually need for enhanced and sustained good governance, we need the parliamentary democracy now. We don't need this presidential system, because it gets so many abuses, so many violations that were very flagrant of human rights, and violations that were the country. For example, not rollback, under and by Koroma, it be sacked a vice president where was elected by the citizens. Not through that. And from what we understand, we'll go back to this in 1991 constitution. So the head of the party, it gets so many, it gets too much say in how parliament functions. For example, luckily God will make it on site the provision. If an MP refuse to go along with waiting the party, the people winning in power and the chance for let he lost in job. I mean, it's as certain as daylight. But when we begin parliamentary democracy, MPs they act according to their own conscience and will. So, waiting and way forward out there, because me continue for saying now parliamentary democracy we don't need a presidential system of governance. So, what should you take on this?
Well, my second is if parliamentary government or democracy will provide people with integrity, we will add institutions there, and for it, and if we were able also separate the institutions from each other, it is also necessary. But be as it may be, I believe say we can still do with what you will get, but we just need for overhaul and for revamp. Because for change from a system we don't do from 1961 to another one, it creates a whole lot of problems, finances, and a whole lot of involvement for everybody. The main problem of many African countries surrounds the integrity of public servants. With integrity, it is always been possible to conduct free and fair election in this country for the past 3 decades, But without that, integrity relates just not the electoral commission of the processes, but it's also the ability for the courts to preside fairly without favor over aggrieved parties. So all they want to do, to me, they anchor on integrity. Whether it is a parliamentary system of government or Republican system of government or we all, believe me, my brother, whatever we will do, if we don't try for long, we say change mindset, we want people there. I like to bring the kingdom come. Sierra Leone. Deficiency in integrity is our most serious problem in Sierra Leone. You can train a deficient public servant to rise to their potential, but it is almost impossible to train a dishonest public official to be honest.
But this is a very serious, problem. Because me believe say even this country yourself, yes, we talk not to a perfect union, go talk because we talk about perfection, you talk about utopia, not it. But I mean the argument here with some of you will continue for pursue. The 3 branches of government and each one hold itself accountable. But what you need to see, though, for be honest with you, since we usher in a presidential system going back 1971, where Shaka Zulu will bring out, there has not been a situation where we see a robust, to me, what I see, Parliament don't surrender is sovereignty to at the executive. Now that I don't see, not to only inside this administration, I straight back from Shaka Stevens in days to now the talk so the question is how we get ourselves out of this quagmire, because people have to be held accountable for their actions. And anyway, if we want to see a progressive society, one where actually the function within the moral and the foundation of the rule of law, where accountability now fundamentally absent. So the question, and the one way for holding back, because like we say, the parliament, you go agree with the parliament and the supreme body, and where you get the three branches of government and the parliament and get the supreme body. The executive accountable to the parliament by way of investigations, and the hearings and making laws. But this seem for be fundamental and everything. Now active president say we see where now they don't dominate everything, and this is very troublesome and worrisome. So that's where we the look at, sir.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, all what they say, I mean, is good, but really, I mean, there was one time I listened to you when you say, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for you.
Precisely, yes, sir.
Right? Yeah. We have educated, people in Sierra Leone, but are they ready to sacrifice to give back to their country? You know why some of you left here and go back? Because we want to contribute to our country. But when we are there, we are impeded by a lot of obstacles. We want to do something. They say, man, take care of this. They sit well with the executive. Man, take care of. When you see presidents, they always, when they elected, the first way that they aim at for them, they be chairman of their party. Because of this, then clause already in the constitution, for when they able to regulate parliament. First of all, just look what they say. Why the executive for appoint a chief justice? It should not be that way. He recommend another institution where they will go vet and look at this person here. But directly, I mean, the president, the executive will sack the chief justice when at the head of the judiciary of another third arm of the government. So really, until we say look at say that justice go on the constitution, he recommended most of the things here. He recommend even most of the borders they lost their seats in the parliament because of being citizens of other countries. They want to be members of parliament. Then when this other government come, almost 50% of them are people with two SIMs as they call it. Are people with citizens from other countries. They don't have citizens there. So you see, we will take one step forward, then another party can bring about 2 steps backward. So we'll just dip on that. 1 step forward, then 2 steps backward. So where can we go? You see, the country is not going nowhere.
Yeah, we shall admit. We raised that. So,
my brother, because of the things here. Ghana, for example, there was a time when all the parties come together. Now they list all the good things they want to do for the country. I mean, for their country. Now they say, okay, these are too many. Well, let us target 10 for the next 20 years. So they list the parties here agree on them, sign on them. So no party they can say, oh, we say we make a bridge for Dunge. Then when this party come, you can't say, no, this bridge is not necessary. If it is among those 10 projects for develop Ghana, whether you like it or not, you can look into those 10. If party A don't do 3 or 4 out of that 10, you come back, the balance 6, you look at it, and then try to check they follow for develop the country. But we in Sierra Leone, we're common. When a party come, you can do APC, NPC, PRC, whatever. When they can look at Bumuna. Bumuna was on phase 2, where you should have got enough electricity by this time in Sierra Leone. When, SAPP come, they put Bumuna aside. Now going getting transformers to generate, and this Bumuna don't start right from Sekasi Winter. APC can push and small, following will get more watch it for supply the city. So we need phase 2, following before you get full-blown electricity in the city. When SAP become, they abandoned phase, they abandoned phase 2. Say not necessarily a waste of time. Why don't you improve it if it was wrong? This is not the difference in this country. When a president is elected, they're not able to do everything. If you say na education they focus, you improve them. If you say na agriculture they focus, you improve them. You cannot do everything. Because where you come to, you see, the problem with us is we know they maintain what we meet. They allow for deteriorate and then we'll build again.
Yep.
It's mentality.
Yep. That's the mentality.
Yeah.
We're very sad. We're very sad.
President Kabay votes their way. If you don't know, what you get for? If we're not able to, let's maintain them.
Yeah.
With the country development is we get people that we will say, oh no, this time the SAP will not forget anything to do with them. Let's find for poorly.
Okay.
I said, one time say, oh, now APC will no one will be on. And they will take the credit. You should not want that.
Okay.
You know, we should continue. Look at a typical example, my Belly Bridge. We started the project, we didn't complete it. When President Bill came, he completed it. He takes the credit. You know, if he said before abandon, and I soon know what I would do for Detroit, and that's what is a major leap to Guinea, to the international world, because he go there to Guinea, to Liberia, to Ivory Coast, and so on. But he came, he said no. APC started, but they didn't go nowhere. Let me complete it. So if they come, you know, credit there, they'll say, I belong. You know, if you not be selfish, man, if you say, no, go this, go there, they go to Pokemon, the APC stronghold, they go to Canberra, all them places, and they are not doing anything with them. But he swallowed whatever and came there and finished the bridge. And the bridge is not like any more than bridge we can look or think about na Ethiopia. Now a 2-lane, now the 1 lane, we want much car on the other side, the other one for weight. They don't come make a 2-way where much car they go and much car they come. And I give him credit for that.
That's good. Well, as we wrap up, because this like, we don't talk, we don't want, because people they megabyte one off of the very considerate of the for the megabyte. So I'll let you give me a summary, you know, on this tripartite and the way forward and how we for things the Justice Cowan Constitution go happen, because in me on consider judgment now ways and means and defend for go around the Justice Cowan Constitution and then give a president more power. So what will be closing submission in this episode here?
Well, really, I don't want to go much into the tripartite, but I just want to advise, let us be honest to ourselves. Party APC need for reach out to the grassroots and tell them the truth. Whatever way they don't compromise during the time where this tripartite they go on, they get for explain and they get for be bold and explain them. Look like recently, but what they say, there's the tripartite judge Kate Sullivan will submit another recommendation in 1 week's time, and a court will consider. I mean, what a decided a deceitful thing to the what they call Judge Sullivan. Not just a secretary, when they take minutes. A minute to the report where they give. Now they go out and I say, oh no, this woman say from I think from Australia, you know, this woman say you get your recommendation, they come on in a week, you know. So that woman now I get the actual reports will contain the much awaited recommendation from the tripartite, you know. The woman is just the head of the secretariat, charged with the responsibility to take notes, to take minutes, and at the minutes that they submitted, now they write the report. Now blockers, ABC blockers, they go say, no, that woman is for bringing your report. What a way to deceive people. You know, so that the one when they hand over to the president, you know, not valid, then they wait for the secretary. The chairman or the secretary would I get more, not the chairman.
Obviously.
So really, you know, if we sincere, that I make the last when they talk, I say, no, accept the result, the outcome of the tripartite wholeheartedly, whether it favors one party or not. Let us look at it for the unity of the country,
okay,
for the cohesiveness of the country.
Mm-hmm. So in other words,
one of the recommendations of the tripartite is
mm-hmm.
to over all the institutions here. Is to streamline the institutions here. Is to make the institutions here and integrity. You know, the heads of them for be integrally minded. But I just hope and pray the people who can implement the recommendations of the tripartite go have the integrity it takes. You know.
So in other words, you said we want to talk definitively. There is going to be no election before 2028.
No election, absolutely. If I know the recommendation themselves, you know, the tripartite don't get the mandate for count on everyone. I said this thing to you the last time. Even though the elections do not meet international standard, you know, or democratic standards, but the tripartite don't get the power for recommend everyone.
Okay.
I've said that, you know, you see. So for me now, they can't look at now 20. We only can look at 2028. In fact, for instance, let me just give you you know, even the way the APC, the way they think, say Samuel. Let's say, okay, Samuel is elected or is going to be nominated. Elected tomorrow or next tomorrow. How is he going to rule that country there when majority of parliament is SFPP? The speaker is SFPP. The deputy is SFPP. Which kind of agenda we go carry in parliament where they don't go put against? So it's a habit. SSF knows it's going to be impossible. This naive people in say false don't amok. You know, get a start. You know the amok, they swing.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know they say to put the thing down by you know they get peace of mind.
Hey Lord.
I mean, you this state house, you they have the executive. When should they be there? SFPP get the majority.
Exactly.
SFPP. The deputy in SFPP, the leader of government is in SFPP. How are you going to rule that country? Mm-hmm. A mess, a big mess. Let us accept the reality.
Yeah.
Okay. So like this, I tell you, whether we talk about this tripartite, which they recommend, which they not recommend, you know, no. Number one is there is not going to be a rerun. Samuel cannot be sworn in. The grassroots of APC they think about. They think, say, next week, after 2 weeks, after this Georgia campaign, which they call, there will be a rerun. Now, they see people that they say, make APC, which they call press ECOWAS, for make, you know, to make them do a rerun. Well, people do that, you know. The election has been done, dusted, and shelved until 2028.
Mm-hmm. Well, honorable, and citizen with that, just brief comment on what we can make with now this they call them analysis now can give we're not going that. I want to thank you again for because I just take you unawares, impromptu, will not be long, will not long strategize that, and also therefore be mindful of people that you know they make yeah. So I want to thank you very much again, and I hope say by God power before you left, we will do another one. And where they are now, once in a while, I will again talk with you. And share with you on the ground here, they see, so would they do them there. So I want to thank you very much sir, for the time waiting for long time. Lord, do this analysis here, sir.
At any time, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, sir.